So I'm old enough to remember that when Joe Biden was president, it was viewed as, you know, basically a capital offense if he had in fact not been up to the job and Democrats were covering for him and other people were doing the work for him. I don't really agree I don't really believe that that's the truth, but if it is or if it was, that is bad. Agreed. I can agree on that. But once again, Republicans who seem to always do whatever the Democrats are accused of doing, but do it 10 times worse, they're doing that, but it's out in the open and flagrant and blatant, and somehow it's not as big a deal. To me, it's like Donald Trump has to be, I would guess, the laziest person to ever be president of anything, let alone the United States of America. And so he's signed a bunch of papers, executive orders in photo ops. He's a photo op president. I said on one of my albums one time that Donald Trump shouldn't be president of America, but he should be the mascot for America. He's fat, he doesn't read, he's ill-tempered, he has a low attention span, he has horrible dietary habits, he's racist. He would make sense more than the bald eagle at functions. Like at the Super Bowl, instead of like F-16 jets or something flying over, it should just be a big blimp of Trump floating over the stadium. And it's like, there it is, the golden, chubby racist, our national mascot. But he's not a real grinder and worker in terms of anything, let alone except protecting his own reputation and posting on Truth Social. So what I'm concerned and curious about is with Elon Musk basically being the sort of almost like a situation comedy where Trump is like the super of a building, but the handyman is Elon Musk and he's doing all the work. They're doing it right in our face. Trump is basically like, yeah, Elon can do it, because the real reason is Trump just wants to make headlines and not work. He wants to golf, say outrageous things, and, sleep and drink Diet Coke. So he's letting Elon Musk do that part. But even beyond that, Trump clearly has no interest in governing or legislation, any of the difficult work that actually makes policies long-standing and solid. And I'm saying this, if you're a conservative and you want good policy put in, Trump is also not your guy, because that will involve work and reading and meeting and compromise and sort of information. And he doesn't want any of those things. He wants to be America's mascot with the power of America's president. And I just think there's really no way, like if you look at what he's doing, he is so lazy. He's a horrible human being, but he's so lazy. And we're just watching. I mean, I hope Democrats, they're starting to speak up in terms of at least shutting down Elon Musk. But Trump supporters can be easily wowed, obviously, by he's signing lots of papers and making liberals mad. Yes, that's my president. He's doing the work. But he's not doing the work. He's not even doing the flashy work to rile up Democrats. Elon Musk is doing that, and he shouldn't be, and hopefully we can stop that at least. But I just, my Friday reflection is just how impressively lazy and sort of useless Donald Trump is as a president. He is incredibly effective as a PR salesman for Trump and an emotional support dog for broken white people. I said it in a previous stand-up clip. He's the stripper pole for broken white men. But that gives me a little bit of comfort. I know I've been sort of nihilistic in some of my messaging, but that gives me some comfort because Trump really has no interest in being president. And I think that will be the biggest limiting factor of his first 2 years, is that's why he even said when he was president-elect, he said to Mike Johnson, he wanted one big, beautiful bill with everything. He wanted that because it would make the job easier and he could continue to be lazy. So from a Democrat's perspective, of course, this guy's a nightmare and a joke, but there's sort of an odd silver lining to how lazy and uninterested he is in actually doing structural fundamental change, because it would be too hard. He'd love to see it happen if he could wave a wand or find a genie in a magic lamp. But on the flip side, if I were conservative, I'd be pissed because it's like, yeah, we're going to get good headlines and our supporters are going to be happy that we backed Trump and he gave them all the sort of, political candy they wanted. But a lot of what he does won't stick because he's lazy. But still, we need to get Elon Musk out of the government and we'll see if that happens.